Guys, welcome back to my weekly outlook video. So today I'm going to go through EU, GU, US30 gold maybe, because no one really commented what they wanted on my previous videos. So these are the main pairs I believe people trade. So starting with EU, which is the one I primarily trade. So we've had this break of structure here, this leg, and then we've had another break of structure, which is a miniature one, but we did come back into the range, this whole supply range, I mean, but we failed to close with a candle body twice, so here and here. And as you can see, price has started to push up. So we can expect price to perhaps come to this daily little flip area or this daily extreme. However, we are aware that, you know, there are daily supplies up here that are unmitigated and can be, you know, can come back into in a future date. But for the time being, we're in this bearish leg, but we've had this daily flip zone here. Let me just draw that on for you guys. So on the daily, oops, this is the daily supply, because this is the basically the supply that caused this break, but with no candle body close. And then here is the flip zone. So this is the flip zone. Oops, wrong one. The flip zone, which is also, I have some areas within, and obviously there's these extremes that price can come back into, because this is a tap into the first one as well. I mean, the first tap into this supply that this caused this bullish reaction. So we could still potentially look for something in there. So as we know, we're in a daily flip level. Well, we haven't yet, but we haven't closed with a daily candle body yet, so let's be wary of that. Let's see, moving down to the 4 hour. Moving down to the 4 hours, we can see that we've internally shifted bullish, because we've had a sweep of this low, and then this was the most recent 4 hour supply that was broken into, no flip zones, so we have this extreme to look at, this extreme 4 hour. And then we had another break of structure. As you can see, price is now moving from here, oops, like this, and we can expect a pullback into this leg, or, you know, deeper into this leg to take out all these early buyers. But as you can see, I think this would be inducement for this POI below. So yeah, so we want to, you know, continue buying, because that's the bullish trend at the moment. I have this area, this 20-minute refined area that was not tapped into. Price did tap into a 1 hour POI on Friday, but didn't tap into the refined 20-minute, because this is the range that it was in the previous supply range, so it kind of missed it. So I believe we can still, you know, see some more bullish pressure into these areas, or here, you know, somewhere above. But for the time being, we can look for buys basically. Moving down to the 1 hour quickly, I have these areas. As you can see, this is a 15-minute flip zone, and then there's another 15-minute, no, this is the 15-minute extreme, but there's a flip zone within this extreme, and then the 15-minute flip zone here. And then obviously this is a flip zone as well, because this reacted to this 1 hour supply, pushed down, and then, you know, caused this supply to fail. This, I can't really see anything clean in there, even though it's like a range before the move to the upside, but there's no specific area that I would look at. Plus, this is the leg that we're currently in. Oops. So even though it's in discount area pricing, we can see how it reacts, but, you know, I do believe that is going to get taken out. So I guess you could mark this on and then look at how it reacts. So, but it could cause a flip zone reaction from there. So, and then this would be the 15-minute. Let me just go to the 15 minutes so I can show you quickly. 15-minute here, flip zone, and then I would expect this to be taken before any buys, but then obviously this is the inducement for this POI below. These two are the more high probable ones, because this may just be used as a reaction point to come lower into these areas. But at the moment, current price action, you can see that we've shifted 15 minutes bearish. This is the first shift there on the lower time frame, like a 10 or 5 minute. And then I did want price to come back into this 10-minute POI that I marked on Friday. But as you can see, we range for basically the whole afternoon. 2 days. What? No, 7 hours, sorry. 8 hours, yeah. So the whole afternoon it was ranging, so there was no entries there. There was no reaction to this demand, so I would look for something here or here. Why did I mark this 15-minute on? Oh, I know why. Because this is a whole 1 hour range. Oh, whole 1 hour range. And this is the flip zone that caused the failure. Sorry, yeah. So you can see that this is a whole 1 hour, and then this is the buy to sell wicks, and then refine 15-minute. Yeah. So let me just move this back down. That's the reason why. And then obviously this is basically inducement for the POI above. So let's see how it reacts, because right now we're in this range, so I want to see if we break out of it above or below first, and then we can trade accordingly. But we do want to, because we're in premium pricing at the moment, so we want to look for some sells into, you know, somewhere in this discount area. So yeah, that's my outlook for EU going forward. Oh, let me show you my 20-minute POI, which is also the 15-minute. I guess this is the 15-minute here, which is in the top 50%. Yeah, so I want to see how a price reacts at this level, if it fails or breaks, and then we will trade from there. So moving on to GU quickly. Don't know what's going on in GU. Haven't looked at it since I did my outlook last week. I can see that I was trying to target this, which was basically, I can't even draw it on because it's so small. Which was hit basically, as you can see. 4 hour, we've been hella bearish since last week. Had this little mini leg to the downside, because we did come back into the range, but it's not really that clear. You can see this miniature break of structure, had a sweep to the upside and then breakdown. And then we've been bearish ever since. So on the 4 hour, let's see what's going on. Oops. 4 hours hasn't changed that much, so let me just put this on, because this has been targeted. Once this was targeted, this was the 4 hour high. This was the 4 hour, oh no, wait, yeah, this was the 4 hour high, but it was kind of violated. Did have a 15-minute here, which kind of got violated, but it was still within this range here, so it did have a nice reaction. That's nice to know. So on the 4 hour, you can see that we are shifting bullish. So we've had this, and then this, I suppose, and then now this. So we do expect maybe price to come back into this area on the 4 hour before, you know, coming up to these higher areas, because this is a 4 hour and this is a 4 hour as well, because that's, you know, because we've shifted once already, and then we need another break of structure to confirm, but we can use lower time frames to see and finalize that. But at the moment, I would say buys into these areas, because this is also inducement / liquidity for this 4 hour POI. Let's go into the lower time frame. 1 hour. That was actually quite nice. Kind of. but it violated it, so I'm not sure if I would have gotten in. But we did have a shift to the upside and the downside, and this was respected, so possibly, but I would never know because I don't trade it. Here we've had a supply failure on the 1 hour, no reaction to any sort of supply here, so we can look for something in the extreme, so possibly either this leg on the 1 hour, because this is all, you know, mini liquidity. And if I just zoom in and focus on current price action, this, where's the low? This is the leg that we're currently in. Nothing in between here. Maybe some wicks in here. Let's go on the 15-minute to see. Nothing significant actually. No, I'm not gonna look for anything there. So yeah, this is my 1 hour leg. No reaction there, so I'll look for the extreme, and then into these areas. So this would be the 1 hour target at the moment, because we've shifted once here, and then we had another shift here, and then obviously this followed by this next one. So let's see. Clearly we have an area here which wasn't mitigated, so we can see that this could be used as an inducement. So let's see what we can do here. Yeah, inducement here. So this might not hold. We may come to the extreme, but let's see how price reacts. As always, going into next week, we may see some sells into something lower. So if we zoom in on the 15, let's see if we've broken any structure. So we had this structure, and then I guess we reacted to these wicks, and then this little area here. Nothing really here. No, there's something too clean because we've had a breaker structure here. Mitigation of this wick. I guess this would be the last unmitigated supply. Let's go on the 10-minute. Yeah, this is okay. Maybe this supply zone, because we're quite we're approaching it now. But we did go into 50%, the lower 50%, so we can see how price reacts on that. G, sorry. But primarily we have shifted bullish, so we want to see something in here, or you know, something lower. But this is like the extreme. But as you can see on the higher time frame, we're still basically bearish, so this could be, you know, the pullback, the complex pullback into these areas here. So yep, moving on. US30, what was going on here? Let's go back on the daily. Daily still has not been reached yet, but we did have a sweep of this. Oh, we haven't. Okay. So this daily still holds for me. I still believe that we could come lower into here and then before moving higher up. Yeah, and then if we're looking to trade the bearish trend, it would be, yeah, we'll still be here. We haven't really formed any structure on the daily. But on the 4 hour, I think this was the leg I was looking at. We're approaching this area here. So we've swept these highs. Oops. Yeah, let's see how price reacts from here actually on the 4 hour. And then let's see if we can, you know, target this daily demand before, you know, having any shift to the upside. Sorry. So yeah, so let's see if we can target the upside actually. So if we can, this is the first target well, this, you can target this daily demand, or you can do this liquidity to be as the first target, because it's quite, yes, a lot of pips down. And then you can look for buys into this one, would be the first target, second target, and then third, depending on how you trade. On the 1 hour, let's see if we've had any shift yet. No, we have not. 1 hour extreme is all the way up here, so we could see a sweep of the into this 1 hour. Let me see if 2 hours cleaner. No, 2 hours the same. Yeah, so we can see something into here, and then this would be broken, and then we can just look for something to the downside. But yeah, let's see how they react. So if we go up into here, then I would look for this shift. But at the moment, we've had this break of structure, and then this is the, oh, what's, this is the low at the, oh gosh, what is going on? Okay, this is my low at the moment. So yeah, I would see how that reacts. You know what, that's actually quite nice. I might try to trade it tomorrow, because we also had a sweep here. Oops. Sweep, break of structure, liquidity, swept here, and then waiting for this to be swept before looking for any entries. We could possibly have some entries, you know, because this could be the early sellers, and then we can take them out up here once it goes into the 1 hour POI. Yeah, maybe you'll see me post a trade on that tomorrow on my Instagram. Last one, let's do, what should we do? GJ or gold? I don't even know. Let's just go through gold quickly. What the heck is going on? I can't even type. Okay. Daily target still here. What was this, 4 hour? Not sure. I still have my daily here. Oh, I'm on the 4 hour, huh? Okay, on the daily, this is still valid. On the daily target, daily protected. Yeah, so we haven't done much on gold actually this week. This is my daily 4 hour. We've shifted bullish now. You can see that this low has been respected. Followed by another low. However, we haven't had any candle closes to the upside yet, so I'll be wary of that. This did not hold clearly. So here we've had first demand respect on the 4 hour, and I guess we could try to look for something in here on the 4 hour, but that's not too clean. Let's see if we have anything on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we've had this low being respected, this high, this shift here on the 1 hour. So my 1 hour POI would be this little 1 hour here with some inducement there, so that's good. And then this is my current 1 hour leg, I would say, but we're not really quite convincing. We haven't broken with a convincing bullish structure, so possibly you can see how it reacts, to be honest. Because 4 hour and the daily is still up here, so I would still expect price to, you know, be bullish until here, so we can target these lows. And then should I do another one quickly? Should I go through AU? I don't know. Shall I go through AU? Oh, I missed my area and then just melted. Wow. But as you can see, this was one of the previous demand zones, possibly a 4 hour, and you can see that we've had a daily flip zone on here as well. And then price has been trending downwards ever since. So this is still the daily target. We could come into it tomorrow. Daily protected would be here. Oops. We really missed my area, which really sucks. What did we even react to here? Not too sure actually. Yeah, just reacted to something there, but that's fine. We have this daily that caused this flip because you know how we were bullish, so this would have been one of the bullish demand zones that we would look at to buy from. As you can see, we had a supply failure here, so then I would expect price to come back here and then continue higher into the daily supply zone that we marked, I marked. But as you can see, we had a reaction and then failure, so this whole thing was caused by this. I'll change my colors because I don't think I've changed it since I've changed my colors, so let's just change it so it doesn't confuse people. You can see we've had a first tap here, had it get swept. Did price come back into this area? No, just about on the 4 hour. So possibly on the 1 hour we could have gotten a reaction. 1 hour we had a sweep, and then we just melted, never came back into the supply that I would be looking at here. Continue going to the downside, break of structure, happened here, and then here. Yeah, this is the 1 hour. Supply, and then this would be the target. Oh, but it reached over there, and then now we are going up, I guess, but we're reacting to a really extreme demand on the left. It tapped into it. Yeah, we've had a reaction to the extreme demand, and then even on the 1 hour we've created these equal lows that are begging to be swept. So yeah, I would look for sells because this is just inducing buyers for no reason. As you know, we are bearish on the daily, and the daily is the daily target here, so possibly could look for sells actually. Which area would I look at? Let's see. Daily break of structure here. We've had a mitigation for this one. This one is coming into this area actually at the moment. This whole zone. Supply. Perhaps it's on a 4 hour. 4 hour. No sweep though before the break of structure. So let's see if we can find anything on the lower time frame. No, we cannot. But let's see how it reacts at this daily supply. Maybe we can, find some sells to target these lows. So those are my pairs that I'm going through today. So yeah, so let's see what this week brings us, because it's a new week for new opportunities. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and I shall see you either next week or during the week. Bye guys.